Good morning, great and wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My awesomely awesome returning subscribers and those who are watching without subscriptions, you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. May the Lord be with you all. I can only ask you to go ahead, smack the red button and click the notification bell so whenever we upload, you'll be able to get notified. On this very particular video, you're going to hear both the voice of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, our brother Simon Ekpa, on the need to be prepared emotionally and physically because we are in a state of war. Fulani may not declare the war openly so that they will continue to receive things from the world, but they systematically delivering, killing, and mayheming from one corner to another. Look at what happened yesterday in Edo State. That is why you need to guide up your loins. All these people who have lived their life will not save us. We have to stand up and we have to fight for our future. Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist, but you know he's not one. That is the same thing going on today. I want you to listen.
We are in a state of war. They've not declared it, but we are in a state of war. Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist.
Did you hear that?
Yes, Nelson Mandela. Go and do your research. Because
go and do your research. Nelson Mandela
was tagged a terrorist.
Okay.
Oliver Cromwell that brought a semblance of the rule of the people. The reason why in England you have the House of Commons today, that the power resides with a commoner, a prime minister, like Boris Johnson, is because of Oliver Cromwell. Are you listening to me very carefully?
No, they are not.
The reason why the House of Common People in England is the strongest house you have, not the House of Lords. They are the ones that make the laws. The reason why in England today, somebody who is not either a landed gentry or somebody who is not from the royal family or somebody who is not titled, like an earl, a lord, a viscount, is not the prime minister, is because of a man called Oliver Cromwell.
Okay.
An Englishman. He too was called a terrorist.
Okay, he too was called a terrorist.
So too was George Washington.
Okay, George Washington.
During America's War of Independence.
All right.
George Washington, this America that every ant wants to go to. Okay. This same United States of America that everybody will die to go and live in is called the land of the free.
All right.
Or should I say the land of the brave and the free? The man that made it possible is George Washington. The British called him a terrorist.
Okay. They called him a terrorist.
I'm saying all of these things tonight so that if you're called a terrorist because you're an IPOB, because you fund ESN,
okay,
it is a badge of honor.
All right.
After following what I'm reading out to you.
Are you hearing it? This is a preaching of a freedom fighter. Nnamdi Kanu. Today, in his absence, the people that was working with him, the people that he surrounded himself with, the criminals that came to join Biafra's struggle to liberate 70 million people, criminals who actually joined because they see an opportunity to be exploiting Biafrans and be using it to build mansions, build hotels, and make living. Today, they turn around and call me a terrorist for fighting for Biafra. They are now the one helping the enemy to file a complaint in Finland that Simon Ekpa is sponsoring terrorism. You see, I do not want to be the one that will open the eyes of Biafrans to know that the enemy you have within is the worst enemy. If you go to the pages of these criminals, from all the bigger one to the small one, they all have mocked me. Go to the Chinasa criminal, Chinasa, the murderer. Go to his page. You see he is even bragging, oh, he is running from being called terrorist now. Oh, he don't want to be called terrorist. But the person he was following for the past 10 years, this was his preaching. Today, the people you were seeing thinking they are fighting for the freedom of Biafra have all turned to be chameleon. They were all criminals hiding under IPOB. We discovered them and we begin to chase them. We say we are going to chase them away. When I started, that is why our leaders say consistency is the key. 10 years is not 10 days. Thank you very much, Eleonora. 10 good years. When I took the path I took, people did not understand it. And let me tell you, there is nothing Nnamdi Kanu has done that made him a terrorist. No. There is nothing he has done in Biafra struggle that, qualified him to be called a terrorist. Nothing. Not even one single thing. So the terrorism charge is a means to scare people, is a means to stop the agitation, is a means to quench the Biafra struggle. And that is the tactics every government have used. So Nigeria is not even, Nigeria is not the first country that is going to brand the secessionist people, as they call them, terrorists. The question is, at the call for freedom of Biafra people genuine in Nigeria? The answer is yes. The call for the freedom of Biafra people is genuine. And I'm going to prove it to you. Let me show you one thing. Do you know that, even during the Biafra Nigeria war, during the Biafra Nigeria war, the war was never meant, for Biafra to come. I am telling you. I am going to show you something that will shock you. The Biafra Nigeria war was never meant to bring Biafra, but it was the beginning of what you see today. I want to make this thing bigger so that all of you will see what I am talking about. Okay? This is Ojukwu, our eternal leader, Ojukwu. He came back during 1967 genocide, 1967 and 1970 genocide of Biafra people. Do you know what Ojukwu said? Ojukwu told Gowon, as you, fulani and Britain, killing my people unprovoked, you will be alive to witness people die like dogs, unprovoked. In UK, UK will fall. Someone greater than me will liberate Biafra. I promise you. Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Let me tell you, with this particular saying coming from Ikemba Nnewi during the war, you will understand that even Ojukwu himself, no, he is not going to bring Biafra. I am telling you, with the war that they declared against Biafra people, Ojukwu, this statement was on the 15th of April, 1968. Thank you very much. Ojukwu made this statement in 1968. So if the statement, Chika Ejimole, thank you very much for reminding me, he made this statement in 1968. If this statement was made by Ojukwu in 1968, it means that Ojukwu knew, even before 1960, before 1969, even before 1970, Ojukwu knew that he will not get Biafra. Ojukwu knew that some new generation of Biafra will come, and somebody who is more powerful, who will be more powerful, will get Biafra. Today, Ojukwu is a powerful man, was a powerful man, and the man is still powerful. But do you think that during the time of the war, that Biafra love Ojukwu the way they love Nnamdi Kanu today? I think I have a different opinion on that. No, I'm telling you, because during the 1967, when this war was declared, the Biafra people were not carried along. Like, they don't have this media campaign we have today. So a lot of people didn't actually know that Ojukwu meant well for them. And I remember when we were growing up, they say some people will tell their children, oh, Ojukwu took us to war and ran away. That was the mentality of many Biafrans. Ojukwu took us to war and he ran away. And today, some Fulanis and one Nigerianist, they use it to mock us. That was then. Now they know that over. They use it to mock us. Even some Biafrans are using it to mock us then. They say, oh, is it what Ojukwu could not get that you are going to get? Is it not Ojukwu who started the war he could not finish? He ran away. But let me tell you, before we joined this Biafra struggle, we know Ojukwu knew he will never get Biafra as far back as 1968. He knew. And that was why he told Gowon that you will be alive to see your people will die like dogs. And let me tell you, somebody more powerful than me will get Biafra. So if Ojukwu was fighting this war to get Biafra, he will not be making such comment. He will not be making, does it make sense?
Thank you for watching. If the video interests you, please share.